So, yes, my traumatizing experience after surgery that lasted just under 24 hours, and it was crazy, but the surgery totally changed my life in the worst way possible. It like took a lot of my dreams away. It took a lot of my ability to walk away. Okay, so back in 2001 or 2002, 2 days after my birthday, I went in for a major surgery, and Mr. Green's eating a treat. If you hear chewing, he's sitting here, right, eating a treat, and it's annoying my head. But anyway, so I got major surgery done on my 2 feet, and it was 2001, 2002, I'm not quite sure, it was so long ago, but the after effects still to this day mind fucks me, like, and physically fucks with me. So yeah, there I am, all excited, going in for surgery, and like about half an hour before surgery, I was given a diazepam 5 mg, and they told me to take it to like calm me down before surgery, and I was like, okay. Like, I never took diazepam like at that young age in my life, or ever. Like, the first time taking the diazepam was for that surgery, but then like in my teenage years I tried diazepam. And anyway, let's get back to the story. So this surgery really affected me, but I was so excited because I thought it was going to be brilliant, because my cousin went in and got toe surgery done to straighten her wee toe, because her wee toe was folded over her other toe. So she got her toe straightened and it worked for her. But with me, I had bunions. Like, back then, whenever I was a kid, I thought they were awful looking and they were big and all that there, and they really weren't. Looking back on it as an adult, they really weren't. And I really wish I just didn't go for the surgery now, for all the like better medical stuff that is now compared to back then. And so surgery, half an hour, they give me a diazepam, and then it was time to be rolled up into surgery. I was so excited and happy, and I was going to wear bigger shoes because I was only a kid's 11. A kid's a 10 or 11 size UK whenever I was like 12 years old. 12 or, yeah, just turned 12 or something like that. 2001, yeah, turned 12. And right, so I was in surgery for like 6 or 8 hours. I can't really remember, but it was over like 5 hours. It was like 6 to 8 hours I was in surgery. And you know, coming out of surgery, if anybody has been in surgery, the anesthetic makes you all dozy, and you're in and out of sleep, and you're like fighting your sleep and fighting your eyes, and you're talking all stupid shit. But the only thing I was caring about coming out of the surgery and the anaesthetic was getting my tongue bar in, because I only got my tongue pierced and I didn't want the hole to close over. So I was lying in the bed and I was like coming around from anaesthetic and everything, but I missed a part. Before being rolled up any surgery, they gave me an epidural. I had to get an epidural in my spine, and that was to help me completely not move. In surgery, I don't understand why they give me an epidural, because whenever you're in surgery anyway, like, you're completely under, but they say sometimes your muscles can jump while you're in surgery, so they needed to give me an epidural to make sure that I don't move. And so I was sitting getting the epidural done, got it done, rolled up any surgery, and then came around from surgery, and I was like in and out, and I got handed my tongue bar, got it in, got my belly button bar in, and got my nose stud in, and then I was like, oh, I'm so warm, why am I feeling so warm? And the nurse came around and says, you pissed the bed. And I was like, wait, what? I didn't pee. I didn't feel like I needed to pee. And then I realized only my arms and my head and my neck were moving. I couldn't move anything that was below, like the armpits, like anything below this. They gave me too much epidural, and I was paralysed for the best part of 18, 19, maybe 20 hours. And the feeling of being paralysed, because it was like from here, do you ever like hold your breath in and your chest is like way out holding your breath in? It's a weird feeling to try to describe on video, like, but it felt like a 10-ton elephant was on my chest, and I started panicking whenever they told me to give me too much epidural. I didn't know if I was breathing or I wasn't breathing, I didn't know. But they changed my pissy bed and I came around more, and I was still dozing, like hallucinating, because I was on morphine drips too. And they rolled me down into the ward, and all I could ask for was a Happy Meal. I wanted a Happy Meal, but I couldn't open my eyes, and like somehow I was sitting eating a Happy Meal and I wasn't sitting, I was like, wasn't able to move, but the strange feeling of being paralysed from here right down to the tip of your toes, it was like, it was just like a big lorry was on my whole body. It felt like my breath wasn't breathing. It just so freaking weird. And I just wanted, because like during like surgery or before surgery, you're not meant to eat for like 12 to 24 hours before surgery. And all I wanted was a Happy Meal, and my dad got me a Happy Meal, 2 Happy Meals actually, I think. And I was like eating my Happy Meal, like, and the morphine made me hallucinate, and I looked at the wee girl across the ward in the other bed, and she turned into a pink elephant. She turned into a pink elephant, and I was just tripping balls. I was like eating my like Happy Meal, but I was still asking, where's my Happy Meal? You know, being so like drugged up, I was like on what do you call it, deoxycodone and morphine and the anesthetic and the epidural, like, oh God, like, but that surgery changed my life, because they removed a major bone in my big toe that makes your toe bend like that, and after that surgery my toe has never bent like that. It only bends back like that. It's like, I'm double jointed, like, you know, I can do like weird things with my fingers out, but yeah, I was like paralyzed for just under 24 hours, and if it wasn't for the morphine and just being drugged up, I would have freaked out even more. But it was so strange, because you couldn't even feel yourself pissing, and I pissed and they had it like, ugh, it was just embarrassing. But like, anytime that I see like somebody that's paralyzed, I'm like, I've like so much respect for them, because like I had that experience for like 19 hours or so, like, but I was in and out of dozy land. That's what I would like to call it, dozy land. But it was like just terrifying, because you didn't know if you were breathing or not. I was like, am I breathing? What's going on? Am I breathing? Like, oh, it was just like crazy. But yeah, they took a major bone out of my big toe, and now I can't balance on my left side. I can't get my feet out in public. You know, it's just embarrassing, and the toe ended up being like shorter than the big toe was like this size, and the rest of my toes were like bigger than the big toe. So in 2012, I went to a private hospital, and I had to get the other 4 toe. There's like, how do I explain it? My other 4 toes that were taller than my big toe, I had to get a bone removed out of each 4 toes, just to make them kind of line up with my big toe that Dr. Duffy fucked up. Took a major bone out and fucked up my dancing career, because I always like wanted to be a choreographer. I can't say it. Choreographer, a dancer. I used to dance over 70 hours a week before this operation, and back then they were a thing called being a video girl for like pop stars, you know. So it was always my dream to be in a pop star's video dancing, so I was like always dancing. And I was in a dance contest the 2 days before the operation on my birthday. Like, we were competing against schools around Northern Ireland in the Waterfront Hall in Belfast, and me and this boy Tyrone was first out on stage, and we done our dance you know, it was a hip hop dance, but it was themed the 4 seasons, you know, spring, summer, autumn and winter. And we had to do like 4 dances and then a 5th dance for a final. And we won. We came first. Competed against 12 other schools. 12 or 15 other schools. And we came first. And I was so proud of it. But I was just more excited about getting the operation done. And that happened 2 days after my birthday. So, yeah, the operation took my whole dancing career away. Like, see, any type of career I've chased has been taken away from either doctors or just my disability. And it's just so annoying, but that's life, isn't it? Like, but yeah, being paralysed, I totally like have the utmost respect for people that are paralysed and fighting and fighting and fighting to walk again. Like, the feeling of being paralysed is an undescribable feeling, but I got through it. And then I didn't get through it with the bad life that the operation gave me, whenever I was just hoping for a good outcome from the surgery. I was just wanting to get into wear high heels, because back then you couldn't get high heels for like small feet, but now you can. And that's what's like so difficult about being in these times of living, because so much back then, I wish I could have, I wish I could have known into the future not to get that operation, because I can't even balance on my left foot. I can't bend my toe, it only bends this way. And then the toes were all bigger than the big toe, and then I had to go in and get 4 bones removed. So in total, I've like 5 bones removed out of my left foot. And the doctor says she put a bit of cartilage on my heel. Do you know the back of your heel? Like your heel. She put a bit of cartilage, and I says, where did the cartilage come from? It was like from somebody that had died. And I was like, so you're telling me I've got a bit of cartilage from a dead person in me? And she was like, yeah. And I was like, why did you do that? And she was like, to make your feet like bigger, if you know what I mean, because I wanted bigger feet to fit in high heels. And I was just like, you what? I didn't even agree to that. Like, but yeah, that's my story of being paralysed for like 18 hours. I know it wasn't like quite a story, because like you can't really explain the feeling of being paralysed. It's just like as if you were like holding your breath and you can't let your breath out. And it felt like your chest was away out in size, but it really wasn't. And then you're breathing, you didn't know as if you were breathing or not. It was like so freaky. But yeah, anyway, shit, 20 minutes. Oh my god, shit, sorry. Anyway, that was my wee story, and yeah, I've quite a lot of stories that I can explain better, because it's not like to do with being paralyzed, because like nobody could explain that feeling unless they've experienced it. But yeah, that's what happened, and this is the only way I can explain it. It's just stuff like you're holding your breath and your chest it feels like it's out here, and you don't know if you're breathing or pissing or not. So yeah, that's going to do it for today. And I don't know if you like story times or not. I've like plenty of story times. It's just I don't know how to do story times, but yeah, I try my best anyway. Like, so God loves a try, doesn't he? So anyway, have a good Sunday night, and Sunday night, Monday morning, whatever time, because it is pretty late. Like, it's 10 to 10 now, so by the time like I put in the ending, like in the subscribe thing at the end that you see, the video will be probably uploaded in the next like 2 hours, so probably around 12 o'clock UK time. I don't have a clue what time that is in America or Germany or like wherever everybody's from. But yeah, have a good Sunday night, Monday morning, Sunday day, or whatever. Peace out, and I love yous. And stay true to yourselves. Like, that's what my finger tattoos say. Stay true. I know you can't really see them with my like rings on, but it says stay true. So stay true to yourself. Okay? Love yous. Bye.